going. Hey everyone, and welcome to our 5th session on the Back to Basics Energizing Strength and Conditioning workouts. My name is Melissa Wheeler, owner of Firechild Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me for these. Remember to comment done once you have finished the workout so you could be entered into the prize draw, which is going to be taking place later this week. This is our last week for this series. It'll stay up for you to replay for at least a little while anyways. But today we are going to take it to the floor. So get your mat set up, make sure you have some water close by, and that's all you're going to need. So let's get into our warm-up. We're going to start our warm-up coming down to hands and knees on the floor. Just with some cat-cow, so just moving with breath. Exhale, rounding out that back, look between the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, look up. And just continue for a few more. Keep breathing with the movement. Nice and easy. Few more. Sure. Really rounding it out. Look between those knees. One more. All right, we're going to make our way all the way down to the mat and do a little cobra lift. So just hands are by the shoulders, lift it up, and press to child's pose. Bring it forward again. Lift the upper body just a little bit, just a couple inches off the ground. Then press back to child's. Keep those arms extended. And go for a couple more. Lift. And sit back. And again, lift. And sit back. Good. One more time. Up. And sitting back. And we're going to pop up into a down dog and just pedal the feet a little bit. So hips are up nice and high. Spread those fingertips out. Grip the floor. And just pedaling the feet. Don't worry if your heels don't get to the ground. We just want to get a little bit of movement happening in the legs. Maybe a little bit of stretch happening. And pedal for a couple more. And bringing those knees back to the floor, back to cat-cow. Round it out. Inhale up, or looking up. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale, looking up. And again. Moving with breath. Just one more. Coming right down to the ground. Little cobra lift. And press back to child's. Forward again. You can slow this down a little bit if you need to. Let's go for 3 more. Little lift. And press it back. Twice more. Last one. Tuck those toes, lift the hips into our down dog, just pedaling the feet. Keep breathing. Maybe press the heels down a little further than the first time, as long as we're feeling warm. Be gentle. And coming back to the knees, and that will finish off our warm-up. So for our circuits today, we're going to have 2 circuits to work through. First one, both of them are going to do 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. On the first one, we're going to have 4 exercises going for 3 rounds. Second one will only have 3 exercises, 3 rounds. We're going to start on our backs. So timer is ready. Right onto the back. We're going to start with what's called a dead bug. So objective of this exercise is going to be to keep your low back down on the ground. So if you feel it lifting, you shouldn't be able to put your hand all the way underneath here. If there's a little bit of space, that's okay. But we ideally want to tip the hips up slightly so that we're gluing that low back down, and we want to maintain that position. So if that means reducing your range of your legs, then that's what I want you to do. You're going to start by bringing both legs up, both arms up, and we're going to drop the opposite arm and leg. So here we go, opposite arm and leg drop, keeping that low back down. This does not have to be very fast. Opposite arm and leg. If you find it confusing, just start with the legs. Still focused on keeping that core nice and strong, keeping their low back glued down. Add in those arms if you can. This is just smooth movements. Remember, if you feel that back lifting, I want you to reduce the range. And push yourself a little if you can. All right, 10 seconds rest. Our next move is a floor bridge. So bend at the knees, heels come nice and close to you. We're still going to tuck those hips under and lift it up. So this one, I just want us to hold and focus on the strength in the position. We're really pressing down into your feet. Your hips are tipped up slightly. So we don't want to keep that bend in the hips. We want to tip them up, engaging the core. So as if you're pulling your hips and your ribs together, make this nice and strong. Glutes are engaged, pressing those heels down. Head and neck are relaxed. Keep the legs, core, all nice and strong here. Breathing into it and take it down gently. We're going to move into a lying twist. So we're going to start by pulling one knee in towards the chest. I want you to pull it over and across. I want you to take this arm, reach it up, overhead, and then back down to the sides. You might not be able to see me very well, but just like those angel wings that we have done before, reach overhead, and on nice half angel wing on the one side. You should feel this nice stretch through that low back, maybe into the hip. Try to keep both shoulders fairly close to the ground. Bringing that arm up and back down. We're going to transition to the other side. So pull the knee in, take it over. Starting with the arm down at the bottom. Nice angel wing up to the top. And back down. Inhale, arm comes up. And exhale, arm back down. Keeping this nice twist so you're feeling the stretch into the low back, in through the hip. And just breathe. Inhale as that arm comes up. Exhale as that arm comes down. Nice and easy. Almost there. Breathing through. Back onto the back, coming back for our second round into those dead bugs. So tip the hips, legs come up, arms come up. Opposite arm and leg. Let's try to keep it slow and really intentional about keeping that low back glued to the ground. We want to brace the core here. So nice and slow. No rush on the movement. Go a little slower than you did on that first round. Think about keeping the abs and core nice and active here. Inhale as we open up. Exhale as those arms and legs come back towards the center. Nice and easy, breathing through. All right, take it down, coming into our bridge. This time we're going to add in a little bit of a walkout. Feel free to just hold the bridge position if you prefer, but if you can, tuck those hips, lift it up. We're going to walk the feet out to a nice, straight, strong position, and then bring them back. Hips stay up. Nice walk out. Try to take small steps. The further you go, the harder it is. We've done this before. Try to keep it going. Nice and strong. You should feel that all the way up the back of the legs into the low back as well. We are working that whole back side of the body. All right. Walk it out, bringing in one knee. Let's take it across the body. If you like this time, maybe straighten out that leg to get a little bit more of a stretch. And we're just going to keep that angel wing going with the arm. Inhale as the arm comes overhead. Exhale as it comes down. If you feel any pain in that arm, just reduce the range or just focus on the stretch into the low back and the hip. That's fine too. Keep the arm movement if you can. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Back through center. Coming over to the other side so we can keep that bent knee or straighten the leg. Angel wing with the arm. Inhale overhead. Exhale back down. You feel the nice stretch, maybe all the way up the back of the leg now into the hip and the low back. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, bringing the arm down. Nice and easy. Breathing through. Almost there. All right, back onto our back. We have one more round. So coming back to our dead bugs. Let's keep it nice and slow. Remember, intentionally bracing the core. Keep it strong. Inhale as we open up. Exhale as it comes back together. And the other side. Breathe through. Core is strong. Low back is glued down to the mat. All right. Coming back into our bridge, last one. So let's tuck those hips, then lift, nice and strong. Let's just try some kickouts here. So extend one leg and then the other. Try not to let the hips drop. Keeping the nice strength through the core, through the legs. Squeeze into that leg as you extend it out. You should feel it right into the quads as well. Nice extension. Keep it going. And take it down. One more time for our lying twist. So it's up to you. We can keep that bent knee or straighten it out. If you want to go for a little bit more, we bring that leg up higher. And we're going to keep that arm, angel wing, happening. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, take it down. Breathing through. Try to drag the fingertips along the floor. Working on some shoulder mobility here while we're getting a nice stretch through that hip and low back and maybe the back of the leg. Take it in and transition to the other side. Same thing, feel free to keep that knee bent or straighten it up and come a little higher maybe. Nice angel wing here. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm comes down. Dragging the fingertips along the floor. Breathing through the movement. All right, taking a break, roll it up, and let's grab a quick sip of water if you like. We have one more circuit to get through today. And we're going to switch back to our hands and knees for this one. Just 3 exercises, 3 rounds this time. We're going to start with some bird dog reaches. So same as with the dead bugs, we really want to focus on keeping that core nice and engaged and strong. We want the hips to stay square and the shoulders to stay square to the ground. So as we extend the leg, we're not going up for height. We're just trying to make a nice straight line. So keep that in mind as we work through. Coming to hands and knees. Hands are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Here we go. Reach it out. And switch other side, reach it up. We're not coming up high, we're keeping that back and neck neutral. Nice reach, core stays strong. Nice reach. Really think about keeping that core active. This is important. It's gonna help you get the most out of the exercise, help you strengthen that core. It just does not need to be fast. We can keep it nice and slow. Nice extension. All right, taking it down to our stomach, we're going to go into some swimmers. So opposite arm and leg are going to lift. Arms are extended, legs are extended. Lift on opposite arm and leg, and then switch. Keep alternating. It's easier if you come all the way down to the ground, but if you'd like to do a little bit more of a challenge, keep a little bit of a lift happening, and then just lift the opposite sides a little bit higher as we alternate. Keep breathing, keep that neck neutral. All right, we're going to come into a plank. We're going to try a high-low plank. I want to try to make this a little bit interesting for you. So easier, we're just going to come to plank on the knees, starting on the elbows. So tuck those hips, engage the core. We're going to lift up and up to the hands, down and down to the elbows. Up, up, down, down. If that's easy, come to the toes. Keep the core strong. Make sure you're coming down gently as we come down. Up and up, down and down. Keep breathing, 10 more seconds. Take it down. Coming back to hands and knees, we're going to add a crunch to our bird dogs. Let's do 2 on each side before we alternate. So reach, pull it in, elbow to knee. Reach, pull in, switch sides. Reach, pull, reach, and pull. Switch again. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Remember to breathe through. Exhale as you squeeze in. Inhale as we extend. 10 more seconds. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Other side. All right, take it down. Next is our Superman. This time I want us to just go regular Superman lift. Arms are out in front. Lift and hold. If you find that this is creating a lot of tension in your neck, you can bring your arms back by your sides instead. Try to hold them out in front if possible, just thinking about keeping those shoulders pulled apart, nice and wide, neck is neutral. Lifting through those legs. You can reset if you need to. Hold it if you can. Keep it strong and breathe through. Nice tight legs. Again, we're working that whole back side of the body with this one. Almost there. Keep it strong. 3, 2, and 1. Back into plank. This time, we are going to try some step outs. So elbows are under those shoulders. Lift it up. If it's from the knees, that's fine. You're going to pop up for step it out. Step it in. Reset. If you can, just keep stepping. Out, out, in, in. This can be a little slower if you need to. Out, out, in, in. Keeping the shoulders over the elbows. Keep breathing through the movement. Just a little more. Stay strong. And back to hands and knees. One more round of bird dogs. We're going to hold for half and half. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Reach and hold. Focus on squaring off the hips. A lot of times this one likes to fly up. Flatten it down. Nice extension. Brace the abs. Keep breathing. And switch. Reach and hold. 10 more seconds. All right, take it down. We have one more Superman. Let's go for our T pulses this time. So arms right out to the side. Lift it up and pulse. Taking the tension down away from the neck into the mid upper back. Again, feel free to reset if you need to. Keep going if you can. This is our last round. Try to keep those legs nice and strong. Little pulses up with the thumbs pointed to the ceiling. All right, one more plank. Let's try some hip drops this time for our last one. So popping it up to those toes. Drop to one side and the other. We can bend the knee a little bit. Got a nice rotation. Working into those obliques. This is our last plank. Make it count. Try to push through. Nice twist and twist. Shoulders stay over the elbows. Breathe through it. Almost there. All right. Come into child's pose. We're going to go into our stretches now. So reaching those hands forward, relax the head down and breathe. Maybe walk the fingers a little bit further away, really sink into the stretch here. Nice breaths. Take a nice release. Let's bring it forward and we'll try a bit of an up dog to stretch out those abs. Press it up, pull the shoulders away. from your ears. I will move back, coming up to the knees, taking 1 foot forward, tuck the hips under, hip flexor stretch, and we'll open up those arms to get the chest and shoulders in here as well. And release, straighten the front leg, hips back. Hip forward. Let's bring both hands on the inside of the leg. We move those hips forward for slightly deeper stretch here. Press it back once more, nice hamstring stretch. Flip that toe up even a little bit more. You can grab it if you like. And up, other side. Tuck the hips, let's clasp the hands behind this time. Open the chest. And release those arms, straighten the front leg, hips back, lean forward. Breathing into the stretch. Both hands on the inside of this leg. Bend that knee and bring the hips forward. Go ahead, press it back. One more hamstring stretch here. Tip that toe up a little more. Maybe grab the foot. And release. To the knees, let's just do a little bit of shoulder rolls. And press one hand down, ear to shoulder. You can assist if that feels good. Just be gentle. Always want to be gentle, especially with those neck stretches, really with any stretch. Should never feel painful, should just feel like slight tension. Back to the center, other side, press down, ear to shoulder, and a little assist. All right, taking it to the center, nice reach up, press to the top. And let it all go. I hope you enjoyed that session today. Remember to comment done. Also remember you do get bonus points for sharing it on Facebook. Just make sure you tag me so that I see that. We have one more session left in this series. So thank you so much for all your participation so far. And I hope to see you again on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye.